Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so let's get into this. First thing oh hey everybody. I feel like I was just like super jumping into a reading, but I don't even know how I do it usually, but here we go. So I'm gonna look at actually no, let's just slow down. Let's hang out everybody. Let's just hang out for a while. Gosh, I love you all. Oh, so funny. Okay, here is the candle. Daylight savings time has made it a little bit, darker than usual and cozy stuff going on. All right, focus, focus, focus. For the divine masculines, what can we see today? What are the divine masculines needing to know? Thank you, Divine Creator, for bringing through exactly the energy that the divine masculines are most benefited to focus on. We get Blue Star of Hope, Ascension, Surrender, Purification. Let's have a look at what we can know for that. Divine masculines. So, what are we surrendering and purifying? And oh my goodness, we literally get karma and unconditional love. So keep releasing anything that is not in alignment with unconditional love. That means outdated beliefs, judgments, anything that resonates as suffering, anything accusational or derogatory or condemning, any opinions, people, places, things that go against the joy of another person just living their life. This goes for any of those things you buy into, divine masculines, that others would say against your choices. You are allowed to live your best life in the way that makes your heart sing. You do not have to live up to the expectations of others, and you do not have to sell yourself short or settle, not allow love into your life because of what others would think. So it's about continuing to have hope that the things your heart are telling you are meant for you, divine masculines. Other people don't get a say in that. All these other opinions and other energies are secondary to your heart running over with joy and love and abundance because you're making the choices that are right for you. So keep rising up, keep bucking the system, keep living life your own way, keep going forward and rising. Let's see what we can for the divine feminines watching. Thank you, Divine Creator, for bringing that through. We get Heart of the Pentagon, joy, playfulness, and pleasure. So divine feminines, you are also being asked to keep going towards the light, towards the love, towards your bliss. Follow your bliss. What can we see for the feminines? The clarification. We are getting, wow, we get separation. And so the 5 of Crystals and the 10 of Swords. Letting go of all that rock bottom energy. These came out in the reverse. Don't usually read reversals in this deck, but divine feminines, you are in charge of your own happiness. Bring yourself up and out of scarcity, lack, downtrodden, I just heard, energy, and do the things in your life to bring your frequency up. Everybody, we are the ones that can do this, that as you become more and more spiritually aligned, you learn to work with energy in a way that affects changes. When we capture our own thoughts and move them in the right direction, we have freedom. We become more positive. We align. Both the masculine and feminines are being asked to leave behind things that are of suffering and come more fully into joy and higher frequency. Okay, I'm gonna waiting to see if there are any added messages, but that's fairly concise. I love that everybody is on that page. Let's get one more card. Where's my guidebook for this? There it is. What can we see for the collective? The beloved. Oh, flow, fire, and standstill. Seems like polar opposites, standstill and fire and flow. So there may be a lot of dualities coming up, but we do have the beloved here. I'm going to get the guidebook and read that for the collective. It's a number 5 card, so that might signify some rapid fire changes between polarities. I just heard which way is up, so there may be some opportunities to surf the changes pretty quickly, rapidly cycling changes. Okay, the essence. The beloved is the recognition of spirit in another and moving towards spirit through the other. It is when the divine appears to us in the form of our child, our partner, our friend, and we experience being in love. As we grow, we start to recognize the beloved in everyone, not confusing their personality with their divine nature. The invitation. Accept the invitation to learn through the path of love. Expand your being through union with another. When you recognize the beloved in another, you call forth their highest and purest nature. Follow the path of love. So this is giving the collective permission to come into union. Coming into union is a very misunderstood energy. It is not a destination, people. It is a journey. Let's get some more cards right now really quickly on what the feminines can know about this elusive word union. I have had quite a theme of people being confused about timing and what that means regarding this fabled union. We are always in union. We are always in separation. And undoubtedly, we are always in the now. Whether we perceive that to be true or not, we can't escape the now. Physically, emotionally, mentally, we are in a place in space and time. We avoid, we dismiss, we project, we are all over. I've heard that we are in 26 to 29 dimensions at once. Rein it in, be here now. Align with bliss, bring it in to here. Shift your perspective so that when you're here, you are at least neutral or above. That is when we leave suffering and we come into peace and bliss, miracles, ecstatic worship, joy, freedom, all of that stuff. So what do the feminines need to know about unity consciousness? Seeing the divine in others, union. You have the ability, divine feminines, to overcome any of the dragons of misconception, any of the anxieties, any of the misconceptions. You know how you got yourself into those rabbit holes, and you are the specialist in knowing how to get yourself out of them too. Ask the divine to hold your hand and step through the dimensions so that you can trace how you got there, no matter where in your life that pathway began, and trace your way out of it, reverse engineer it. Come back up into the light. Only you can do that. Nothing I say is going to do the freaking work for you, divine feminines. You have this. You've got this. That's why you are a twin flame. That's why this is a journey of mastery. You can do this. You will do this. You are doing this. And it affects not only you, but your beloved and all of humanity. Divine masculines, we're getting the card of curiosity for you. Keeping an open mind, beginner's eyes, seeing self and other as divine unfolding. Your free will has the opportunity here to look at everything through the eyes of love. this situation, the meaning of life and love itself, your purpose, your history, your future, and coming into this present moment, celebrating what is right in front of you, where you are actually at. This is a lot of personal accountability for each twin here. Lots of swords for each. So we are going through an attitude adjustment right now with the eclipses, bringing us into understanding that if we are in unity consciousness within, we can recognize unity consciousness with another, and we can namaste. We can namaste with it on that level, if we both know what we're talking about. So meet each other in that energy. If you can't meet each other in that energy, allow for space. Allow for growth. Allow for progress. Allow for other opportunities to be in flow. Unity consciousness is acceptance of what is and a redirection to the higher frequencies whenever possible. I'm just going to read that one more time. Accept the invitation to learn through the path of love. Expand your being through union with another. When you recognize the beloved in another, you call forth their highest and purest nature. Follow the path of love. Look for the connection spots, not the separation spots. If you can't find the connection spots, carry on. Keep calm and carry on. Okay, what can we see for the divine masculines? How are the divine masculines viewing these connections at this time? I have cards for both the feminines and the masculines today. So let's do a mirrored reading. What can we see for both counterparts on the conscious mind for their beloved, on the heart space for their beloved? What are they wishing? What actions are being taken? What is the challenge at this time for each? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? Where is the connection going in the near future? And what can we see in the union space on all these levels? So that means in the point of connection. Union to me is where we meet in the moment, in love. We can extend those experiences and live in that through aligning with it. And it is a discipline where we do manage our attitudes and resonance to come into more of a stable, sustainable frequency that way. Unity consciousness is a state of being. It is not a destination in and of itself for relationship. When we are resonating in a unity consciousness, there is no ownership of others. There is no objectification or slavery or codependency. It's appreciation, connection. When I want to say, when I talk about timing in these readings, it is in cycles and series and expressions. It is in themes and motions and lessons. It has to do with the astrology, with the collective progress, with the awareness. It does not mean when I say 6 months that people are going to come into lasting union. Just being in the dance with these sacred traveling partners, we are already in an orchestration, an entanglement, a quantum process of becoming. It's an energetic dance. That is unity consciousness. That is union energy. We will never not be sovereign as a master in relationship, meaning we will never lose ourselves in a divine relationship. One might say we will always be sovereign and single in our energy. We will always be responsible only for our own karma, not the comings and goings and karma of a partner. In union, we are whole, and we've learned to harmonize with another that mutually sees the connection and freely offers alignment because it is divinely shown to be appropriate. It is not to say that somebody pledges themselves to another and has to work hard to uphold that duty. When all is said and done, alignment is self-explanatory. It overlaps organically. It cannot be taken or given. It's a thing of spirit, and it's there even when we're not in traditional relationship. If someone inspires you at a distance, you are in a relationship with that energy. For instance, you are unified with it because you see something applicable to self in that. I'm just going to do the reading now. What can we see for the divine masculines' thoughts on the divine feminines at this time? Speaking your word, voice with unconditional love. So they see you being this incredible, self-governing, divinely guided being that does not hold back out of pretense, that walks to the beat of your own drum and is true to yourself. Divine feminines, your divine masculine sees you that way. What are the feminines seeing the divine masculine as? Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. They see you trying, divine masculines. Your divine feminine sees that you are bravely growing, trying new things, expanding, changing your life, shifting your perspective, deepening, showing up differently. They see that. They see that in you. What is the union space here? Seal of indivisible visions, psychic vision, hidden meanings, and dream reading. So there may be dreaming of counterparts right now. There is a crossover that's difficult to tell the difference between one counterpart and the other. So we are getting into more of a subtle interpretation. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And that is because the act of appreciation says more, if not all sometimes, about the viewer rather than the subject of the viewer. It is quite challenging, masterful, to see what is yours versus what is other. And so on the conscious mind, keep that idea fresh there, everybody, because sometimes when we fixate or obsess over the person, put them on the pedestal, worship the person, we're not really seeing, we're missing the mark of what it is about us that is so enamored. What does that tell us about us? Why is the draw there for that particular person? Is it healthy? Is it growth inspiring? Is it beautiful? Or is it coveting? There are many, many reasons why our attention is drawn to someone. So the message here is really looking at, what does your fixation on someone tell you about yourself? What does the real, authentic love you have for someone tell you about the nature of love and who you are as a being who can love? What does it tell you about yourself? Search your heart to find the motives for why you appreciate or pay attention to the things you pay attention to and appreciate. It's not so much about the object, but about the act of appreciation itself. That is where the divine can teach us, where we find our own personal motivation for things that we're drawn to. So this is a deeper hidden meaning pursuit in the collective right now. One of adoration and appreciation for the other. When something is worthy of high esteem, it's either because we are taught we should covet that ideal, or because it is a divine template of love. Learn to tell the difference. And if it is a thing of love that you are drawn to, don't give the object the credit, but give that divinity within what you're witnessing the credit. Give the divinity within the act of appreciation the credit. Give the divinity within yourself the credit. It is not the flesh and blood. It is a more splendorous thing. 2233, I just saw again. Okay, where did I just go? Let's see what the masculines are feeling in the heart space for their feminines. Two of Pentacles and comfort. So there are changes happening in the physical to allow more of a home is where the heart is recognition in these connections. Divine masculines, you're coming around. Your thinking is coming around to the comfort, to the joy, to the peace, to the coziness of these connections. You're learning they are a good thing indeed. What are the feminines thinking and or feeling on the heart space? Health and divine timing. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So divine feminines, you are making healthier choices. There's something that you are preparing for the divine timing. Adjustments in health. So mental, emotional, physical health. You're honoring the temple. You are not self-deprivating. You are taking care of yourself in all ways, and you're being guided to prepare that way for further connection with this person, or perhaps other. But at very least, you are loving yourself as a primary expression of love. What can we see for the energetic union space here? Adventure, exploration, discovery, and subconscious awareness, Akashic information. So I'm just getting that we're looking at things in a multi-dimensional way. You're adventuring through the ideas of the Akash and the subconscious. It's more like a playground now, a mental, emotional playground, to be able to look at things in multi-dimensional ways. So the masculines are looking at these connections as soul food, that comfort food kind of thing, this multidimensional play, and divine feminines. You know that by getting in touch with your optimum health and celebrating the vessel that you find your soul in, that frees you up to be playful, to be multidimensionally limber, and to transition through these dimensions without being bogged down in a 3D density so much. What can we see for the masculine's wish in these connections at this time? To make equal the equator, and 3 of Cups in the reverse. So one message, friendship, where friendship has not been validated here, the divine masculines want to change that. They want to honor the friendship here. It's sinking in. They have a friend in you, divine feminine, and they're balancing that out, closing the gap, bridging. This is also a motion away from third-party situations, from third energies that have been keeping the connections at bay, and a desire to bring it in and distill it into more of a direct focus, more present focus on the love here. I'm hearing the divine masculines realize that they won't find this depth of love in other situations, and this is becoming more of a deep comfort for them and more of a draw than it has been in the past. That soul stuff, the path of growth, is being seen as available in these connections. And that is calling them home, I just heard. What is the feminine wish for the connections? Doubt. I release the need to know the answers about what commitment with the masculine, about what the future may hold, I just heard. So the feminines are settling in the energy, not settling for anything, but settling in, hunkering down, cozying in, to accepting it is what it is, and it's good just the way it is, and it can become better. The fear that says it's going to get worse from here is being turned on its head, and now the feminines are more apt to say it can only get better from here because I've learned so much, and knowing what growth is, it's only going to get better. I'm the common denominator. I don't need to safeguard and hedge my bets. There's more clarity, more peace. What can we see in the union space? Simultaneity, nonlinear processing, and epiphany both are streamlining with their wishes in a way. Divine feminines, it looks as though the feminines are letting go, but that's actually coming to peace in. And divine masculines, it looks like you're letting go of other energies and you're coming to peace in. What can we see for the actions the masculines are taking? Ignition, fire, and karma. Here's the eclipse. So divine masculines are getting some pretty passionate, fiery ideas. Some are not having temper tantrums, but refusing to settle for certain things that are out of alignment anymore. There's some immediate sort of short fuse kind of energy. They're not putting up with certain things anymore. So for some masculines, they've had a little bit of a enough is enough type of an energy through the eclipses. For some, they're starting to get this empowered, fiery purpose coming in little glimpses that once this eclipse energy settles, it's going to come in more clearly. So the action they're taking right now is away from karma and towards purpose. What are the feminines experiencing? Action, stepping out of comfort zone. Here's the Two of Wands, twin flame, and failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Bravery. Divine feminines are beginning to venture out from this idea that they have to know, that they have to have it all figured out, or they have to be guaranteed what's going to happen if they leave karmic situations, or what's going to happen in union. How's that going to work? What are the details going to be? Divine feminines are agreeing with themselves to have peace now without having to know those things, and this is pushing them out of the comfort zone. With enough energetic backing that if things don't work out, they'll be fine. Just keep going, staying open to what is for them. What can we see for this unity space? Quantum continuators, self-sustaining systems, fluidity, and abundance. Yep. So it's not, I just heard educated guess or calculated risk. So divine feminines, you are going forward. I'm seeing like in Indiana Jones where a step is taken and then a block appears. Is that a thing? I forget. Anyways, it's like that. Feminines, you're taking a step and then the ground is coming up to meet you. Take a step, ground comes up to meet. Divine masculines, you're also not staying stuck in things that aren't a fit, and you're also opening up to extraordinary ideas that are maybe questionable by others. Maybe they are so innovative or so personal in nature that there isn't a comparison. So it has felt like a risk in the past. There's trailblazing energy here for both. And it's an energy of leadership. It's self-contained. It's self-directed. It is masterful. It's fluid. It's abundant. It is next level. So both are emerging as the authors of their own lives. We all know when we are attuned to source, though, it looks lucky from the outside. What can we see for the biggest challenge for the masculines? Dropping the hard work. Allowing for the magic, the alchemy. Look at that beautiful card. It's a 43 card. Gosh, that's pretty. Dropping the guard, putting down the hard work and allowing magic to come through is the biggest challenge. It's saying yes to untapped potential that might be a little bit radical for those who don't see certain choices coming. What is the solution for the masculines? Self-love, wildness, electricity. It looks like this portal is grabbing this divine feminine and pulling the divine feminine through into the grasp here. That's what I saw. So it might be the chemistry, the electricity, the passion with the feminine that divine masculines, you're not resisting anymore because you love yourself. You know that going towards or inviting your feminine more closely into your life might feel radical to those around you, but when you love yourself deeply, those kinds of things make perfect sense. What is the biggest challenge for the feminine? Missed opportunities, unrequited love, second chances, and judgment. I understand that everyone has their unique path and challenges. So the biggest challenge for the feminines is realizing that the divine masculines weren't there yet. Maybe weren't capable of fully loving them, divine feminine, in the way that the feminines hoped was possible prematurely. Maybe the feminine wasn't capable of receiving the love. That is something that the feminine tends to think they are already capable of, but there's so much fear and uncertainty and doubt and sabotage from the feminine as well. So that's the biggest challenge, is just trusting that it's all exactly the way it's supposed to be and it's all on track. What is the solution? Gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities it presents. King of Wands in the reverse. I'm getting that this is lovers and intimacy and divine masculine in particular, or just that the feminine is kind of looking at options right now and feeling kind of like there may be lots of options, but nothing's fully syncing up in this moment fully. So divine feminines, it's about having gratitude right now that our eyes are being open to what we do want, what would make the difference, what is desirable, what is healthy, what is on that soul level real love in action. Being grateful for this journey, being grateful for all of the ins and outs of it that we've seen on this grand becoming. What can we see for this challenge space? It's like divine feminines are making peace with your masculine having not come forward, and the masculines are dropping the resistance that holds them back from coming forward. And we get cellular light, self-illumination, simplicity, and the twin flame card. This is unity consciousness. When we have nothing to prove, nowhere to run, we just are present. When two are just present, we can accurately meet in the shared space and not lose ourselves, not get ahead of ourselves, not be tied to the past. It stabilizes. We have independence, we have identity, we have extension. It's simple, it's organic, it's harmonious, it's balanced, it's equal, it's accountable. Whoa. Okay, one last card. What shall it be? Okay, we'll get a message. What would the masculines like to say to the feminines at this time? Sex in the reverse, but nonetheless it's there. So I'm gonna get one more. Why are we getting this mixed signal, divine masculines? What is sex in the reverse all about? Do you even care in the reverse? Divine masculines they can't keep projecting on the feminine. Divine masculines, what do you want? What do you feel here? For many, though, they are wondering about further connecting and whether or not to break the ice, or whether or not you want to hear from them, divine feminines. I want to say, for communication, follow your hearts. There's no right and wrong. If we start strategizing and doing all of that, it takes the heart out of it. If you genuinely feel to reach out, do it. But know yourself well enough to know if it's coming from ego or freedom. Feminines, what would you say to the masculines? They are waiting for you. I'm getting the feeling like a lot of feminines feel like they're waiting for you, divine masculine, but they know you're waiting for them. There's just all these rules and regulations that need to be thrown out about communication. People, follow your hearts. If you truly feel you know yourself well and you're being inspired to reach out, follow your heart. Sometimes it's that you're feeling that counterpart wishing that you would reach out, or that they could reach out, and they're holding back. Just live your lives and be in flow. If it's in flow to reach out, do it. If it's not, don't. Don't treat your divine counterpart so different from how you would treat anyone else. I mean, after all, what else do you have to do? There's love there, right? Be as much yourself as possible. This is a journey back to your most authentic version. If reaching out and communicating, whether you're a feminine or masculine, is most in alignment with who you are, do that thing. Okay, many blessings. Bye for now.